Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to the Dixie Belle main page. I am Crysta from Litter2Glitter, and it is birthday edition. I am here in Orfordville. That's a mouthful. How do you say it?
Orfordville.
Orfordville. I got it right.
Very well.
Wisconsin. And Shorty and I drove up here. We were at Molly's Creations in Orfordville. This is Molly. That's the Molly's Creations.
Yes.
And let me tell you, her store is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
It is gorgeous. If I had this amount of space, oh my God. So as you see, it's my birthday. Actually, Monday's my birthday, but
we're going to celebrate all week.
She's making it my birthday week. So that's what we're doing. And so let's talk a little bit about our projects real quick.
We've got a couple chairs here. And Crysta is blending custom colors for us. We will be redoing the fabric for each of the seats.
So let me show you the difference between the two chairs. Okay. So this one is in straight caviar. And this one is the blend that we've achieved. And it's kind of a custom color blend. It's a little bit more caviar in areas and more of the antebellum blue in areas. And we're mixing it. And so originally, I forgot to grab the seat cushion. Here's one of them, Molly.
You want me to get the other? Or
no, I'll just pass it along. This is the original seat color of one of them. And this is the original seat for the other one. And talk about rough.
They're a little too dirty to save.
Yes. So what we did is there is an absolutely wonderful fabric quilt shop right across the street from her.
Very lucky.
Oh, it is amazing. And Molly picked out these two fabrics so that they can be either sold as individuals or as a set. Now, if you look on this one here, that antebellum blue that is mixed in with the caviar really pulls the blue out of
little, squigglies.
And so if you show it up against the caviar, it just pulls the black. So we decided to mix in some of the blue, the antebellum blue, and that's what I am going to be doing tonight. And tell them what you're going to be working on.
I am finally going to be working on my bells and whistles.
So I'm going to move this out of the way.
So, yep, I've got, I don't know if you can see the bells and whistles sign that we got from Signopoly. I've had it for a while. Just could never decide what I wanted to do with it. One of our main colors of the store is like a teal turquoise color. So I am going to be doing a quick project with the Voodoo Gel Stain and Temptress. And I'm going to be using the applicator pad. That's what I like to use.
I love using the pads, the applicator pads with my Voodoo Gel Stains. Love them.
I do too. It makes it so much simpler. So I'm going to do the quick project with that. She's going to do some blending for my chairs, which they've been awesome today helping us out.
Let me tell you, Shorty and I have both been up since about 3-4 o'clock yesterday morning. We worked all day in our shop, shut down the shop yesterday about 3. We got on the road about 4 in the afternoon. We drove straight here. We showed up at Molly's. She opens at 9. We were outside at 8:59. And we walked through the door, and we've been working in the shop all day with them.
Well, Gary pulled up and had stuff in the back of the truck. Shorty didn't even get to come in to see the place before.
Hey, man, can you help me unload this stuff?
He brought furniture in for us. Crysta's been great with some of my customers when they have extra questions. And she's been back here doing demonstrations for me.
Let me tell you, we are in her classroom area. If you are in the Orfordville, I'm going to get this right.
You're going to have it.
Yeah, I'm going to be like a native Wisconsin before I leave.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We got a building next door for rent soon.
But you already got, we can't have 2 Dixie Belle retailers.
But
we could join forces.
Could join. It would be awesome. But anyway.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
So Molly, actually, I'm in her classroom. So if you're in the area and you want to take classes, right here, this is the spot. She does them one-on-one. You do cabinet classes. You do kitchen classes. You do furniture classes. You do arts and crafts classes. You do beginner classes.
Yes. And we can custom it for what they want to learn too.
So if you are a Dixie Belle retailer, please put in your tag your business so people can find your local retailers. And I'm going to get to comments real quick, and then I am going to get to my blending. If you want to get on yours.
And then we can
So Dana Perry Ridge says, hey, y'all. Monica says hi from Melbourne, Australia. We've got Dana Ridge is former, I don't know how to say this, but it's a Wisconsin name. It's Waukesha.
Hey, that's where our daughter went to school.
Judy Hutz is watching from Dallas. You know, we are in Garland, Texas. Let's see here. Tanya Lamb. Hello, Molly. Watching you from Brandon, Florida. Please glitter me out. You know what to do. Glitter, glitter. Anne from Indiana's on. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Dana and Julie. And let's see here. Marianne Carlson's hi from Iowa, Alabama. Tanya says happy birthday. Gary, yeah, and they have kept poor Shorty and me working in the back all day. Someone send beer. Oh my word. So
they're in the back, but they're fine. They're fine.
Shorty and Gary have a bromance. All right. They have been loving each other all day. It's like having two Shorties or two Garys. Trust me. Molly and I have been trying to just
be together.
Yeah. We're reveling in our misery together.
Yeah.
So let's see. Watching from in Mississippi, Cary, Mississippi booth at Simon's Flea Market. And I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but Bogalusa, Louisiana. Wanda says happy birthday. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
She's going to have a good birthday.
Oh, yeah. I'm having a blast. So on this chair, this is one of those hand-carved solid wood chairs. And so she wants more of the antebellum in these details and moving into the caviar on the out. So what I'm going to do is I've already done a base of caviar. And then I'm going to lay out some of my caviar on the outside, and then I'm going to hit it with the antebellum blue, and I'm going to dig it into that detail right in the middle, because as I blend over it, that blue is going to really pop.
And we noticed with the first chair, it kind of went around the edges, kind of highlighted, which we were not expecting.
We're not expecting. So we blended, and then we said, let it dry. And let's see if you like it. And if you do, then we'll do that on the other chair. If not, I'm not sure what I'll do, but I'll figure something else out.
Yeah.
And so that is exactly what we did. And for you guys who follow me, you know what this is called. This is a dirty blend.
I might have got some on my face.
What'd you get on your face, girl?
Maybe some stain. I'm not sure. I had an itch.
Well, the voodoo is water-based, so you're not going to die.
No.
But did you die?
No, I'm still here. I'm still kicking.
So, and we are going to repeat this process all over this chair. I'm going to lay down some caviar and lay down a couple of little specks of antebellum. And mist, always make sure you mist when you are blending this.
Makes it so much easier.
Oh, the chalk mineral paint absolutely loves water.
Yes.
And so if you mist it just a little bit, you are going to be able to really make it pop and go. It is amazing how that works. So I'm not really sure everything that they have in store for me this week.
Oh, we've got, tomorrow, so we are closed, but we actually do have another booth where we've
Where's your second booth?
Beloit, and it's in southern Beloit, so like on the Illinois side. So we've got a booth there in Best of Beloit. It's called a vintage place. So we are going to go there, show them our other place. We have furniture and home decor there. Try to hit up some other places.
And see, that's what I have worried when she just says, try to hit up some other places.
Well, there's others around here.
Yeah, I just, I don't know what that means.
Some other like vintage antique places.
Oh, okay. You mean actually we're going to go picking furniture or
possibly.
See, that just
And then we do our Legion outside of town here, has some stuff going on tomorrow. And she's a vet.
Yes.
My husband is a vet. So if we can get back in time, I think we will try to go there. On Monday, we have a really good cheese factory not too far from us.
It's not like the Cheesecake Factory, like a real
No,
cheese
they
factory.
actually make the cheese there, and the guy has won national awards.
Really?
Cheese maker, yes. And they have awesome grilled cheese. So Monday we're going to go there for lunch because we need to feed Crysta first, because not too far from us is a distillery that makes, you know, she does whiskey and women. Well, they have whiskey and things there that they make.
So
that will be-
Monday is actually my actual real birthday.
So that's what we're doing.
And so they are taking me to a whiskey distillery, and they are taking me on a whiskey tasting tour at the whiskey facility, at the whiskey distillery.
You know, why not?
Why not?
You know, store's going to be closed. We're just going to entertain. So that is a couple days. We will be here some of the time, like during the week when the store's open.
Well, we're going to be here Wednesday, Thursday,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yep, and we're leaving here on Friday.
Yeah.
And we are going to be driving down to Arkansas.
You're going to see Barry.
We're going to go see Barry Cobb,
which is great.
I can't wait to see Barry. We're going to see her at the Mercantile, and I think it's Jonesboro, Arkansas.
I can't. We looked it up this afternoon.
I think it was Jonesboro.
Yes. Well, and then Tuesday night we don't have exact plans, but some of us women are possibly going to be having hotel room, and then Gary and Shorty can just stay at the house. And
I have to say this. Molly sent me a text on the way up here. She goes, "Yeah, the guys are going to be, unaccompanied Tuesday night." And I don't think we need to know everything that they do. And I just wrote her back, and it was kind of like I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know any of it.
No, but we're gonna have our own good time that night. I got stuffed for facials, stuff to just chill. We're gonna just have a girls' night.
Yep. And we've got other Dixie Belle retailers that'll be on with whiskey and women on Tuesday night.
Yeah. Oh, your sash is falling, girl.
I have a feeling that's not going to be the first or the last time.
Can you see the edge over there? Did I get the edge? I can come back.
You can come back, but yeah, you've got most of it. It's a couple of little spots, but that's typical on the edges.
So I've got the whole thing with the first coat of the Voodoo Gel Stain, the edges. I will come back and figure out what color I'm going to do the letters, but I did pick the Voodoo, the Temptress. This is kind of starting to be one of our statement colors for our store. And I will be putting, since it's bells and whistles, I picked the Latin floral transfer. I'll probably be not using so much of the teal turquoise ones, but the pink, purples, blues, try to get some flowers and things on here. I thought that would match and give it some of the bells and whistles stuff. Probably give it a little bling or something on the letters. I haven't quite decided, but that took me maybe 5 minutes to get the stain on.
Mm-hmm.
And I can come back if I want to give it more or touch up spots.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why did you use the Voodoo instead of the No Pain Gel Stain?
I like the Voodoo for this, the water-based, whatever the color.
Mm-hmm.
I like the No Pain Gel Stain, like when we do tabletops.
Mm-hmm.
It is such a nice, rich, pretty colors when we do our tables. We can use it on other stuff too, but this one on so quick. And I always put it like on a paper plate. Never scored it on by piece. When I first started and didn't know, you get your little squiggly lines.
Yes.
So I never do that.
It is something that is one of those mistakes that we've all made. So if you've made that mistake too, don't feel bad.
Yep.
We have all made it.
I get my little paper plate out and I tell my customers that too, and it's so easy for cleanup, But this too, if I want to add a little bit more, if I want it a little darker, I can come back and put another layer on.
Yeah, I like to go in layers because you can always add more, but you can't take it off.
That's with my leaners, my welcome signs and things that I do. A lot of them I do. They like the brown. They like the gray. Those colors.
Mm-hmm.
But I always put one layer on first. Step back, give it time to dry. Come back, and see. A lot of times I'll give those like a second coat. You know, just to have a nice smooth coverage over the whole thing before I do the rest of it. But so if you want, since I've got that done, we can turn this. I can look at comments and things.
Okay. We are.
Where you at?
What are you wearing? Paint. Oh, my sash. It is my birthday, so
Yes.
we are celebrating, and we came up to Orfordville. Did I get that right?
You're getting really good at it.
In Orfordville, Wisconsin,
Yes.
from Dallas, because I am in Garland, Texas. I'm Litter2Glitter based at the Plaza Garland in Garland, Texas.
Yeah.
We drove up here to be with Molly and Gary.
We are very fortunate. I mean, they drove straight through. They drove through a storm. They drove all night to get here in time for us to open today. And God bless them. They have not had any naps. They were up early yesterday, worked, drove to get to us. And they have been helping us. And the customers love them. I tell you, I think my little old lady's like Shorty. I don't know.
I told you, Shorty's got a thing with them women, boy.
But one time we did lose Shorty.
I know.
Gary came out. He goes, I lost my little Mexican.
Yeah. I lost my Mexican.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Because we also had a little market down the street, a couple blocks down. And next thing you know, Shorty's walking down the street with the pie and some bread.
And we're like, what are you doing? Honey, there was this cutest little girl. I think she was either Amish or Mennonite. And they were selling these pies
And
at the
she
fair.
asked me if I wanted any.
She asked me if I wanted one. And you know me, I couldn't tell her no. And I'm like, honey, you know you're diabetic. And he's like, you know what? Yes, but
Someone will eat it.
someone will eat it. And so, yeah, he bought a pie and some baked bread from her.
Yep.
And he can't even eat it.
But you guys also stopped on the way here at the Page Boys.
Oh, yes, at the
And got their
lemonade
lemonade.
stand.
Yep.
We were driving into town. And as we're driving into town, there was these 3 adorable little boys. And they had a lemonade stand on the side of the road. And we're like, are you kidding? And it was like, nope, they're actually doing it. And so we pulled up and we asked them what they were raising money for. And the father explained that he got a tractor from his grandfather when his grandfather passed away when he was a child.
Yeah.
And that they broke the tractor, they fixed it, it broke again. They gave it to the son, and the son's only like 8, 9 years old.
They aren't very old.
Yeah. And the son wants to fix it up. So if you want to fix this up, you need to raise the money. And so we stopped and got some chips and some really great lemonade, and gave him a donation to help them fix his tractor. And then we headed on down.
Yeah.
And
they'll be excited because I know them.
oh, those boys were just adorable. I mean, really adorable. I mean, it was just to see them. And then when we put the donation, he goes in to get us the change, and we're like, no, bud, that's all you. And he was like, really?
Yeah.
And he was just really thankful and grateful. And it's so glad.
Those little boys in the wintertime, they go and shovel the sidewalks of the neighbors.
And like I said, they're not very old.
No, they like to be out doing stuff.
Yeah.
They do.
That is parenting done right there. So we have had a really interesting trip so far, and it has been wonderful to spend time with Gary and Molly.
And we've FaceTimed, we've talked on the phone, but this is the first time ever
Meeting face to face.
I know I told my friends, I'm like, no, we've never really met in person. And they're like, I'm like, yeah, they are going to stay with us for a week, But
And here we are, working.
here they are.
Working.
And it's going to be a nice time. It's just going to be fun.
Yeah, we have had the best time. Did you want to read any
Yep,
of the
I can read.
comments?
So you want me to come around?
Oh, you can turn the laptop around.
I can. All right, we'll turn it. Where are you at here?
And I think I saw somebody say it was my 60th birthday. Gary, remember, I now know where you sleep.
Gary? Yeah, their bedroom's right next to ours for the next week.
Just when we get home, point out which side of the bed is his. So,
Sure.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure that we,
She's actually younger than you, hon. So
yeah, keep picking.
Betty Hilt says hello.
Hey, Betty.
Leanne Fellows is hi from Australia.
Hey, Leanne.
Betty shared it.
Thank you.
Tammy Marie Martin.
Hey, Tammy girl.
Glittered.
She glittered me.
She glittered.
Thank you for glittering me.
Teresa Poole says hi from Atlanta.
Hello, Teresa Poole from Atlanta.
My husband
Lord.
wants to move to Georgia. Like, he is obsessed with Georgia.
Well, he needs to go there in the middle of summertime when the heat and humidity's out.
I was there, well, it's been a while. We've been married a long time. Back in the 80s, when he was military, he was at Fort Gordon.
Uh-huh.
I finished up my year of college. We were married, but I went down there in the heat for my first child. So he was just starting out military, so we had a little trailer with a window air conditioner in the summer in Georgia in the heat. And that's when I had my first one in the heat, and he wants to go back. But now we would, we would upgrade to
a little bit better conditions.
He says he'll have a hammock underneath, the pier. But
man,
like if I'm leaving my family here, I need to upgrade a little bit.
Yeah, I would think so. So let me tell you guys a couple of quick points. Is that like Molly used the sponge, the applicator pad for her Voodoo gel stain. Because it is water soluble, because it is water based, you can rinse these out and reuse them.
When we are done, that one I had already used. It was back in our shop area. I put it up, I wash it, I rinse it really well. I put it up on our little wire rack to dry. I use those all the time.
Okay, I need you to come around to this side to tell me that if you like or you don't like.
There's a bunch of happy birthdays for
Thank you.
Fellows and Betty and Cynthia Baxley.
Thank you, ladies.
Oh. Gary said,
oh, Lord.
For you to come get them at night, you got to get past the dogs. But I think the dogs
like me. I've already met the dogs.
Oh, God.
If you know me, when I go on trips, because last month I was in Atlanta, now I'm in Wisconsin, and I petted all the animals on my Atlanta trip, on my Georgia trip. Mm-hmm. From Atlanta to Albany, from Albany back to Atlanta, I petted all the animals, the puppies and the kitties. And, and so we've already been to their house. After they closed, we ran to the house, then we came back up to the shop, and I got to meet their two dogs.
The boxer jumped up on her and sat on her lap.
Sat on my lap. This big, huge boxer sat on my lap. And
so that's a good sign.
Yeah, so I don't think I'll have problems getting past Simba.
All right, so anything? I can see where it's very, like how it's kind of pooled in there. I like that.
Okay, so I'm going to pull this up to the camera. So if you can see in the details where the antebellum blue has into.
This kind of highlights there a little bit more with the blue, but it kind of gets into the grooves where it was carved and gives it a little bit more of that antebellum. I do like that.
You do?
I do.
Okay. Because these are your chairs.
When she first did it, we were going to do the black.
Just the straight caviar.
And she painted it base color, the caviar, because that's kind of where
that was our starting our point because of the colors in the fabric.
Well, we needed a darker fabric to cover what there is, because we were going to do a buffalo check and then the white was not going to cover, so we went with these. I don't know if you can see on here, these little lines are kind of a gray, but with the blue in the chair, it pulls out the blue in it. Mm-hmm. The other one has a hint of blue in some spots.
So
which
this
is
one
really pretty. I don't know if you can see some of the blues. There's some blue, there's a little blue, but it's really, when you pull it up here by the chair, it's just like the blending part just kind of pulls that out a little bit. But then there's the black undertone that is also, but it's a softer, the way she's got it blended is so pretty. It's like a softer blend. It's not so stark as the black. So
let's see here. Have an amazing birthday week, Betty. I have a chair just like that, Betty.
So
This is the way to go. So we actually painted one. We actually base coated them both in caviar. And then I blended the first chair and we put them side by side. And it was amazing the difference, just adding a little bit of antebellum.
we just sold a table in caviar, and we did the no paint gel stain, the weather gray. It was really pretty, and they loved the caviar. But this was like, you put them next to each other, and the caviar was like
Very stark and very kind of a rigid, hard look.
This softened it. The way she's got it blended is really pretty in person. It's a softer color.
And so put the one that I did the first blend on beside the one that just had the base coat. The one that was just straight caviar was a little bit harder looking. And then when you put the one that we put a little bit of the antebellum in, it was just a softer look. And she's like, I said, I can go either way. Which way do you want me to go? I can do a different style of blend. She goes, nope, that's it.
Yep.
So that's why we're going with this.
I really like it. You've got more happy birthday.
Thank you for my birthday.
G. Myers, Cynthia Baxley says very pretty. Tammy Marie Martin says she loves the chair. Jessie Prentice, hi ladies.
Hey,
Hello.
Jessie. Jessie's from
Hello.
Australia.
From Australia.
Yep, Jessie's
I
in
would
Australia.
Hey, maybe we could have a girls trip.
Girls trip to Australia?
Why not?
Hey, they open up that country. You want to go?
Sure, I would love to.
Pinky promise? We're going to Australia.
We could. Well.
Oh God,
we
the
could have
boys are watching in the back. Do you know what we just told them?
Never-
we're just kidding, guys.
Yeah. Then let's see. Betty says very pretty. Teresa Poole, happy birthday. Jessie Prentice, happy birthday. Betty looks awesome. And I'm not sure how you.
That is Ann
Zimek, Penu.
Panunzio. That is.
Thank you.
When you ever hear me say Ann from Indiana,
Okay.
that is Ann from Indiana.
All right. Well, Ann from Indiana glittered on YouTube.
Thank you so much. So I want to make sure that I'm getting, there's a couple of little areas I see that I just kind of in the blend that I want to just make sure that I'm getting in. Be sure to go over in the description is Molly's Creations, the Facebook page for Molly's Creations, also for Litter2Glitter. Please go over, hit those, give us a follow. And
Oh, yeah, we had a lady in here today. We are up in Wisconsin. Her daughter just happened to buy a table that we had just did. She picked it up yesterday. Today, she told me she'd bring her mom back sometime. Well, she did today, the next day. We were talking, and Crysta was, talking the Dixie Belle and stuff with me to the mom. And says, if Molly's ever busy, and, here's our card. And she's like, oh my God, Litter2Glitter. I have seen some of the stuff you have done. She lit up. She was so excited to actually see someone else in person that she has actually watched. So, you never know who you are going
to run into.
Mm-mm.
And she was, I think her name was Carol. And
Carol.
she was the
I don't know if she's
sweetest
watching.
thing.
If she is, hello.
But she was just
Yeah.
the sweetest thing.
And we did invite her back for Whiskey and Women. So her daughter was too embarrassed, but I said, you're still welcome. So Carol, if you still want to, you are still welcome to come visit. You can come and have a good time with us.
So this is the great thing about blending. If there's an area that you're not happy with, especially when you're doing like a dirty blend like this, you can always go back. Like I said, make sure you're using your water. Oops. And go, and you can always add another blend over top and blend it in. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, especially in these details.
Yeah. Because I know when you first started, it was going to be a different blend. And then you were really just playing with it.
I was playing with it when I got this.
She wanted to try some before the live. And playing with it really got it to like this point. So
well, it's not my chair. I'm not selling these. Yes, I'm the artist. Yes, I painted it, but these are her chairs in her store. And so I needed her color choices, and
And I don't like the same as everyone else. I like something that's going to be unique for
a little different. Yeah.
A little different for our customers. So.
And so I needed the boss's approval. And so, in my shop, I do what I want.
Yeah.
But this ain't my shop. So I got to do what she wants.
But
Gary, take notes.
You might not want to admit it, but why do you think he's usually in the back and I'm usually in the front?
You know he's going to hear this, right?
I know.
Oh, you are so dead when we get off this live. I'm going to be surprised if I don't hear the truck start up and we got to walk home.
It takes us 10 minutes.
It's only 10 minutes.
I
Yeah, it's
know.
only a 10-minute walk.
Or, I know people, they can stop and give us a ride if we really wanted. But
That is one of the great things I've found since I've been here. This is, a small town. It is small town atmosphere, small town attitude, and everyone knows everyone. You don't know how many people have stopped in because they saw Texas tags sitting out front of the shop, and they're like, "Who's from Texas?"
Yeah, who's here? Who's here? That's not normal. That's not normal.
When Shorty walked up to the sale
to our market,
and they're like, "Oh, you're not from here," and he's like, "No, I just drove in from Texas." "Oh, you're here seeing Gary and Molly."
Yeah, because the one was just in our store yesterday, and I told her, I'm like, "Well, we're expecting friends to be coming, so like, I don't know if we'll make it to the market or not. If we can, we'll try to get them over there." So that's where Shorty, on his own, decided to walk down there, and we're like, "Oh yeah," which is it's. And then also across the street, they were busy with other customers too for the fabric and stuff. So she's like, "Take these bolts over, pick out your colors, then bring them back." So I went back over, left them, and I'm like, "I'll be back." For her to cut it for me. Next thing I know, she's bringing it back over, delivering them back to me. Because we were busy and she had a quiet moment. So
what was the name that Mexican restaurant right next door? It's Guzman's. Guzman's Mexican. They took us there, and we're from Texas, and it was really good Mexican food. So if you're ever up in this area, you want a good Mexican restaurant, that Guzman is good.
Very sweet family too.
Oh, they are absolutely, and their oldest son is just adorable, and the little one, the way he looked at Shorty was like,
"Who are you, mister?" Yeah. Do I talk English? Do I talk Spanish? I don't know.
He's so sweet. He's so cute.
He is very cute. Very cute.
All right. So
Carrie, I don't know that stuff.
Yeah.
Carrie Elaine says, "Hey, Crysta, happy birthday."
Thank you, Carrie.
She says, "Hey, Molly, hello." Betty, Amber.
She's tagging people to come on over and say hi.
Yep. And she's tagged Kristen. So
yeah.
I don't know what all that
we get scammers on. There's nothing
so
we can do about it.
I just went past that. So
yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, I just went past it.
Yeah. So, my lovelies, it is about that time. We are going to shut down for the evening. I will be back on today's the 20th, right?
No.
What is?
Today is like the 15th? 14th. What is today? It's Saturday.
It's the 14th. So I will be back on with you guys on the 28th. So I will not be on next Saturday. I will be on my Litter2Glitter page because I will be at Barry Cobb's at the Mercantile in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And we'll be doing some lives from her shop. So make sure you go over and follow us. And make sure you're following Molly. And but I will be back on the Dixie Belle main page on the 28th. And I will be back in Texas in my own shop. And
there maybe sometime we can come down there and visit.
You have to. Oh, you have to. So my lovelies, much love. And I will see you on the 28th. Bye.
Yeah.